What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Today is a sad day. It's the first episode I'm going to be doing. Well, no, I've done a few, but I don't have a Corona. I don't have anything. It's just water. So, with that said, you know what we do on Mondays? We talk new comic book day. We talk speculation, Phace Time. He does some research and things like that. So we're gonna be talking about new comic book day and speculation. I put his link in the chat, so if you haven't subbed to him, please make sure you do. He's got content coming out. I know I say that every time he joins, but he does come out. He does have stuff coming out. It's just he's a busy guy, just like the rest of us. I want to thank everyone in the chat so far who's joining. I know it's a busy Monday in the comic world. A lot of people are doing some stuff, so thanks for joining. So Lasso, god damn, that's a lot of newbie comics. So thank you, brother. Thanks for joining. Geek Theory, what's going on? Carlito back. Yeah, man, you've been gone for a little bit. I hope everything's good with you, brother. I know you moved and things like that, so happy to have you back, man. One of the good guys in the community. Kid Collector, what's going on? Louis, another one. Man, I think all you guys are good in the community, man. But Louis, if you haven't checked out his channel, definitely go check out his channel. So, guys, I'm going to bring my guest in right now. And like I said, we're talking new comic book day. We're talking speculation a little bit later. We're going to start off with new comic book day. And yeah, guys, don't be afraid to get involved in the chat. So Carlito, so I'm actually, maybe you don't know this, I'm actually in the middle of moving. Me and my girlfriend bought a new place. So my setup in my office is kind of everything's taken down because we're getting ready for our move. So the next couple weeks, my videos will be taking place in different areas. So yeah, no Iron Man behind me, man. Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. So let's bring in the man of the hour, Mr. Phace Time. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys? It's good to see everybody here. I was going to get to that, too. I noticed that your background definitely changed. It's very different.
Yeah, man. Even the women in comics that I did on Sunday, I was in my kitchen with my wine rack behind me and things like that, man. And everybody's like, "Where's your Iron Man stuff?" I'm like, "I moved."
Right, you're missing the Iron Man.
So yeah, I don't even know if my new office is going to have all that Iron Man stuff, but we'll see.
Oh, well, you're going to have to get something good, obviously.
Yeah, I'm going to get something, man. I'm going to get something. So, Kid Collector, thank you so much. Yeah, guys. 1, 2. Always a pleasure seeing you, brother. Yo, bro, on Silk One, which one to pick up? First print or second print or both? Shout out from San Antonio, Texas. Oh, sweet, man. My dad's a Spurs fan, so big ups to you.
The answer to his question is definitely both if you can get them.
Yeah, if you can get them cheap, I'd probably get both. I think Cindy Moon and the whole Silk thing is going to be huge. So yeah, I get that for sure.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into the Silk thing.
Yeah,
a little
we'll
bit
get
later.
we'll get into all that stuff a little bit later. Jr. No Iron Man, no Carnage. What is? I know, right? It's 2020, man. Jesus.
It's a whole new world.
Maybe I'll have to have 2 or 3 for the next one. All right. Hey, what's going on, Jeff? Thanks for joining, Jeff from Chicago. All right, guys. So let's get started. We're gonna start. We're gonna start the video with new comic book day. So let's get it on. So, guys, this one, I think this is another big week. What do you think, Phace?
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty interesting week. There's definitely some good comics out there.
So let's start with Image here. Image has got a big one. It's this Ice Cream Man presents the Quarantine Complex. This one, I think you said, is sold out everywhere where you are, correct?
Yeah, actually, I was noticing online it seems to be sold out a lot of places too. It was written by Maxwell Prince, and you got the art by Martin Morazzo and Chris O'Halloran. The big things about this book is that 50% of the proceeds from this book goes to Comic Book United, which is a fund that's set up to help comic book stores.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know.
So no matter what, it's a solid buy. Your money is going to a good cause, and you're getting a dope book. And this book, apparently what it is the 6 short stories that they put out as a digital series when COVID-19 first hit and everybody got locked down. They put it out as a webcomic under the same deal that they were giving 50% to the charities.
Oh, okay. Wow, I didn't know that. Is there a variant for it, or like any variants of it, or is it just this one that's coming?
Well, there's a rumor out there that there is a thank you variant that's coming out for it. That's probably like a one per store or
So
whatever.
one per store. Do you have any idea? Like, is there any rumors or anything that you've heard? I haven't seen any pictures or anything. Usually, like the stickers
I
that are
haven't seen
leaked, right?
anything, but the only thing that I think I read an article or something like that that said it was a foil variant.
Hmm. Yeah, it could be interesting. I mean, lately we've seen those thank you variants go for like what, $100. I'm just thinking like the firepower, the Negan lives, like all those. I mean,
Yeah, the Negans especially got pretty big.
I
So
think this one would be a
and
little hot, to be honest
yeah,
with
it
you,
should be
just
too.
because of how
Exactly.
popular
It's a
it's
hot
gotten.
book
Yeah, because of how exactly how popular it's gotten. I could definitely see it.
for sure. That's really about
So
the
what
only
we
thing I got from Image this week, though.
yeah, what do you got? So I got here marked number 7.
Hmm.
Uh, there's the variant right here. Is that a variant? Yeah, cover B.
Yeah,
Oblivion Song. Outer Darkness Chew. Reaver. Stealth.
it looks like that Outer Darkness Chew is the trade paperback collecting those.
This one right here. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
For your tip.
12.99. Yeah.
Actually, pull that back down there. Another one that looks
Which
interesting
one?
is that Undiscovered Country 7 second printing. Just because they haven't released a cover image, and it's supposed to be coming out. I'm just not sure why there's no cover yet for a book that's coming out this week. It's just really weird.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I've
I
seen it
actually
once,
ordered it
right?
just on
But
that basis because they did it with the Spawn, a couple of weeks ago, and they didn't have any cover images for it.
yeah,
I was actually the gunslinger, and I was actually lucky and ordered it pre-FOC. I was just like, oh, okay, it's a McFarlane cover. I want to at least get a copy of it.
man,
And,
I
you
still
know,
I still haven't picked that one up from my shop, so I'm hoping that it's still there when I go this Wednesday. I haven't had any
hopefully they
time.
got it in your box.
Yeah, they better. Yeah, I think I did put this one aside, the Ice Cream Man one. I know
Yeah,
I put some of the other books that we'll be talking about a little bit later, for
right.
sure. All right, so let's move down to Dark Horse here.
All
Anything
right.
on Dark Horse? Oh, hold on, I'm gonna
Dark
just
Horse this week we got something pretty decent, I think. If especially if you're into Bill and Ted, you got the Bill and Ted Are Doomed #1 coming out from them. It's written by Ed Solomon and Evan Dorkin. It's art by Roger Langridge. Um, you know, it's Keanu Reeves. Anything with Keanu Reeves is
yeah.
incredibly hot. So
His name is popping up everywhere too lately with a lot of gigs.
right,
Let's see here. God of War, Legend of Korra Rings. That's how I pronounce that. Korra. I don't know if
that looks
Korra.
right. For
Yeah.
that's a hardcover. So again, that's a collecting.
Yeah. 39, 34. Jesus, man. Yeah. I don't think I got. No, I know I didn't get anything from Dark Horse. I don't
Yeah,
ever.
Bill and Ted's the only thing that I got coming from
Yeah.
Dark Horse this week.
All right. IDW. So we
Yeah,
got Pronto. I'm sure that a lot of people are picking this one up because that one's got a lot
yeah.
of yeah.
Kano's definitely a high book. Everybody
Now
seems into that.
I will say this. I picked this cover up. I got this Transformers Terminator only
Mhm.
because of the cover. I think it's a badass cover, man. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's a badass cover.
Actually, I got that coming too. Same reason it is. It's a great
Yeah,
cover.
like the story. I don't care what it is, man. I just love the cover. I feel like that's one of those books you can just put away, shelf it, and it's just gonna look nice.
And
But
actually, all of the covers for that have been pretty good.
yeah,
Especially the retailer incentive covers for that have been pretty interesting. So
Zen World, what's going on? We had a
yeah,
few.
Keanu is in the Cyberpunk 2077 game. He's, I
You
think, the basis for the main character of it.
Bill and Ted. I haven't seen it yet. Has anyone seen the movie yet? I know it came out on Friday, so
I actually have not seen it yet.
I'm a little
Who
behind on the
wants
movie.
to?
I still haven't seen New Mutants. I still haven't seen Tenet. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Tenet. I still got to go see that. So we'll see. So IDW.
All right, GI Joe's great series.
GI Joe. Yeah, you're big on
Definitely.
that. You're big on GI Joe.
And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, the interesting thing about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is next week we know that, or next month, 110 issue is supposed to be a big issue with a new villain or whatever being revealed.
I thought
So,
108 was the big reveal.
well, 108 was a new mutant creature. I guess it turned out to be the Slithery or whatever. But 110, solicit says something about a new big villain for them.
Yeah.
Um,
1-2
so
saying
the only thing is with that is you
definitely Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 109. Yeah, definitely. I
yeah,
think
you may get a cameo in that of whatever this new villain is at the
yeah,
end.
and
You know, it's hard to say, but
I
it's
think
still a good series and worth picking up no matter what.
yeah, oh yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I think is becoming one of those that you just have to pick up all the time now because you never know.
Yeah, it's definitely on my
it's
pull
almost
list.
getting to the point of like Venom where like every other or every issue there's like a cameo or a new appearance, it seems. So 1-2 is also saying, yeah, the last issue for the classic
Yep.
series. I haven't found any of that. You know that free comic book that you were talking about last week? I still haven't found any in our area. It never came.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or the Mega
If
Man,
I
Mega Man for that matter too.
see maybe if I can pick up one for you.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of good covers. I don't mind this one either. The cover. I'm not as big on Transformers as I once was. Again, I just got this cover because it just looks badass.
I actually got the Transformers coming. I mean, you know, I got a lot of books coming, but
Yeah.
I got the Transformers coming. That one, I'm not sure what I read in one of the solicits, but it sounded pretty interesting, so I wanted to pick up for this, you know, the storyline that's going on.
And GI Joe. I'm assuming you picked up GI Joe as well, right? You
Of
picked
course,
yeah, both.
of
Did you pick
course.
up both?
I believe I'm just getting the B cover on that one.
Just the B cover? Yeah. All
Oh
right.
no, I'm wrong. We're getting both.
No. Oh, you got it. Yeah, yeah. Your girl probably knows better than you.
She does. She takes care of most of the online orders.
So as you guys can see, there is nothing on DC. So we're gonna
Yeah,
go.
we don't have previews images for DC, but we do have books coming out from DC, of course, that are relevant this week.
These
So,
things
so
are.
for your DC, you got two big events going on in DC right now. You got the Joker War, and this week you get Nightwing 74, which is continuing that, and then you got the Death Metal, and you get Dark Knights, Death Metal, Infinity Crisis #1, which is continuing that one. There's two other books from DC that might be pretty interesting this week, though. Wonder Woman 762. The last couple issues of Wonder Woman have been pretty good since Mariko Tamaki has taken over, and they've been teasing this liar villain.
Yeah, for a while
762
now.
apparently is the big reveal on the liar villain. I believe she's going to end up being Maxwell Lord's daughter. It seems pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of people have been saying that, but it's just been one of those things that a lot of people have hit or missed because a lot of people I know were banking on like either the last issue or 2 issues ago, right? So now it's just like, okay, it's got to be this one, right? So yeah, we'll see.
yeah, that's going to be an interesting issue. And then the other one is Superman 25. They're introducing a new villain called Sinmar.
Sinmar?
Sinmar is apparently the name. He's supposed to be a Doomsday level villain. We'll see how that pans out. It's Bendis, so
Ultra saying it's a 1 in 25 confirmed.
Yep.
Wow. So that might be hard to get. Pricey, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Superman. I mean, yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to Marvel here. So we got a bunch of stuff coming out.
Definitely got a big week from Marvel with new books.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably going to be the book of the week. I think it'll compete with that ice cream one. Is probably Web of Wraith, but we'll get into
the Web of Venom
a little bit
Wraith.
later. So we got Amazing Spider-Man 40. Okay, so here's the thing. So there is going to be like a first appearance of a villain or something, and I think a lot of people were saying that it was going to be Amazing Spider-Man 50. A lot of people has started collecting, if not already collecting, but they were starting to collect. I think it was like issue 46 and on for that new, thinking that it was going to be there. I think it might be 48 or 49, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm not sure about a new villain necessarily, but I know that they're running that into apparently the Kindred storyline, which has been dragging on for 50 issues now. I mean, they introduced Kindred in the very first issue, and you know they still haven't showed who it is.
1-2 here saying,
I got on Spider-Man again at the beginning of this Sins Rising storyline. It's been okay so far, so it's not bad.
1-2
hasn't been anything groundbreaking, but
1-2 is saying 48, 49, and he's usually pretty good, spot on.
Yeah.
He's really good. He's like
Yeah,
you.
that seems like that's in the 48 and 49 are look like they're wrapping up the Sin's Rising storyline and leading it into whatever the Kindred storyline is going to be.
So could we see maybe like 48 being a cameo, 49 being a full? I mean, I have a tough time thinking that for issue 50 they'll be like, hey, here's the first appearance. You know what I mean? Like they'll probably
Yeah,
just sell
they
50.
usually don't do it like that.
Yeah,
Sneaking it
exactly.
somewhere before.
Exactly, right? Marketing, right? Marketing
Right.
101. All right, so we got excuse me, we've got two variants. We got the
Yeah,
baggy
well,
variant.
this Captain Marvel 21. So there's actually 3 different variants for that. Oh, well, no, I think there's 4 with the incentive variant, but there's a regular A cover, and the regular A cover is interesting for the Captain Marvel. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you move on to that?
Oh, I was good. No, sorry, I was just looking at the Spider-Man. Yeah, so Captain Marvel right here. So yeah, Captain Marvel
Yeah. So the
21.
A cover is interesting because you get that coffin there with the hammer on it. Now, obviously, I don't think they're going to kill off Captain Marvel.
No, I don't
It
think so
it
either.
sort of looks to me like they're gonna kill off the accuser identity. Is probably
Yeah.
my. I don't know if that's gonna end up being right. I'm hoping that it's not her sister that they're gonna kill off that they just introduced, but there is
Yeah,
a
I was gonna
secret
say.
spoiler variant to it, which is kind of worrisome. Her sister seems like it could be a dope character, so I don't know why they would want to kill her off so quick, but who knows?
I hope they don't. To be honest with you, like they could do something with it. Now this one, the variant, the spoiler
If
variant.
Donnie Cates were writing it, I'd be really worried.
Yeah, yeah, and we won't go there for that. But yeah, I think we know what he does. Yeah, man,
But
I
yeah,
think
with Kelly Thompson writing, I think they're killing off the accuser identity. I think they're just going to get rid of that. I,
I,
I
I
don't know. I
don't
think
mind
it's
this one.
the way
To
that
be
they
honest
go.
with you, I do not mind this one. Um,
So that's the other one, the Jenny Frizen variant cover. It's just a dope Jenny Frizen variant cover, and it's regular cover price. So if you're into her and her art, it's a good one to pick up.
Man, like if they do, I mean, I don't. To be honest, guys, I mean, I think you guys all know
Oh,
me. I could care less about Captain Marvel. I think that was the
that's
only Marvel
actually
movie
an
I've only seen
interesting
once.
theory.
I know I'm talking movies only, but even in the comics, like I'm not a big fan of it. So if they did this, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest with you.
I, I wouldn't necessarily hate it either. It's just hard to say because of using Carol in the movies right now. Man, but you never
Especially
know. I
for
mean, you never know.
no, you don't. And in comics, I mean, they'll kill you one issue, and then 2 issues later, you're back, and yeah, it's they
Yeah,
got
exactly.
they got 4 covers. Yeah, you were right. So there's 4 covers of this. This
Oh,
one's
right, the
now,
Guru Hiru.
yeah. I think there's a Spider-Man one just like this. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
they seem to be doing a whole series of those Heroes at Home cover. I
Yeah,
actually didn't get any
like
of them.
here's a
I'm
Spider-Man
more
one.
into them.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute. I guess I don't know. I don't think I would
Yeah,
buy
I
that one.
mean, there probably won't be a lot of them out there or anything like that, but I wasn't that into it. So.
Which could mean it's valuable. Like if you're looking to,
Right, if
flip it
you're
or
looking to pick up what might be more hard to find cover for it because not a lot of people are going to pick it up or whatever. But there
now,
probably wasn't a whole lot of orders for that cover.
I will say so. Being on Drunken Chat, Lucas and Mel, like a few weeks ago, we were talking about those Alex Ross covers. They were breaking down some of the Alex Ross covers that are coming out with like certain characters. And man,
Right,
I think there's so many good, like the Iceman one, the Silver
right.
Surfer, of course, the Iron
Actually,
Man.
when I first saw those, I was actually talking with my girlfriend, and we were thinking about getting on it for all of the covers, and then there was just so many of them, and I already get so many books every week. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick and choose the ones I want. And I think like Silver Surfer, Iceman, Colossus, Wolverine.
Yeah,
The
the
ones that I
Colossus
like
one's pretty
best, the
badass
ones that
too.
you like best.
I don't mind the Colossus one. I don't think personally I would get it. Carol's is Miss Marvel. I can't get enough. Carol's Captain Marvel. Yeah. Low order on home variant. Ooh. Okay. So yeah. So see that could be
Yeah,
something
exactly.
if you're looking at that. I mean, it's almost like Amazing Spider-Man in the 600s, right? There's a lot of those that are low print run, and that's one of the reasons why they're $200-300 books. So
Right.
let's see here. High orders on this.
Yeah, they're going to be everywhere. The Alex Rosses are going to be everywhere.
Yeah, and I hope
Especially
people
because there was
those.
a 1 in 100 incentive for it,
Yeah,
so they're just going to be ordered shit out of them.
like I said, I think those are more of like A, if you want to read the story, of course, or B, if you just want to show off the art.
Right. If you like the cover, pick it up.
Like don't buy these thinking, oh my God, because I thought when I first saw them that the print run was going to be super high to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we got Empire Aftermath Avengers 1.
Yeah, that continues the Empire story, closes it out, I guess, for the Avengers half of it.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be heavy on Hulkling and Wiccan and their relationship and the wedding and everything like that. And Hulkling taking back over, but it doesn't look like that's going to be anything huge or groundbreaking either.
No. And here
the other one for that one, Fantastic Four there.
This one right
solicits for that say something about there's 2 major turning points coming.
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about this one right here?
Yeah, the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Empire, Fallout, Fantastic Four. It's 2 major turning points, it says, and you get the Profiteer is coming back. And what's really interesting to me about it is apparently the return of the Unseen, which is the old man white version of Nick Fury that became the Unseen because he killed the Watcher in the original Sin storyline. And I wonder where they're going with that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an interesting character that they haven't really used in quite a while. So
I got to say, Thing looks kind of creepy there. To be honest with you, it's not the great. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the art on him is gone. Is never the greatest.
Some of them are really good. Some of them are just really like, man.
Yeah. This one, I don't know. I guess it's like a toss-up.
And there will be, of course, multiple covers for it. Yeah, you get the Namor there.
Yeah, and this is like the Alex Ross ones that I was talking about. So this is like one of the first. This is the Namor Submariner, whichever name you want to call him. This one looks more doll-y. You know what I mean? Like a doll than it does like an actual character, if that makes sense.
Right. I mean, it's a dope cover. Anything that Alex Ross does is amazing.
But when that Iceman one and that Silver Surfer one come out, you can bet I'm going to get a copy because those are dope.
Yeah, those are the biggest ones, I think, for me, too.
So we got Fantastic Four, Empire Fallout. We got Variant.
Another cover.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of books.
I think there's like 4 different covers to that one.
Marvel's Spider-Man Black Cat Strikes #5.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of that storyline. It's based on the video game universe.
What's up, 90? Phace, you still there?
The solicits for Fantastic Four 24 and 25 definitely tie into what's going on with the Empire Fallout Fantastic Four. It looks like they're making some kind of changes to the Fantastic Four. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. Maybe they're going to bring back Future Foundation or just change the lineup and have maybe some people take a back seat or something.
It could be. At this point, I'm not making any guesses because anything can happen, man. I don't know.
Ravencroft. That's a series I've been on the whole Ravencroft series. I've enjoyed it. It's been a decent read. It's an interesting one because it's got ties all over the place. You've got the Cortland Cassidy part that will tie into what's going on in Venom. You got Kingpin in there who ties into the stuff going on in Daredevil. Obviously, Norman Osborn's running an institute, which ties into everything that's going on in Spider-Man and I guess the return of the Green Goblin. So it's been a pretty good read, and it's just the end of the series. There probably won't be a whole lot of them out there. So it's probably right. It is going to be the key to the whole series. That's usually how it goes. So,
can you explain on that one too? Like, why is it a key? Or I'm interested.
It's been such a while since the last one came out. I'm gonna have to reread all of them to remember
Yeah,
exactly what's going
it's
on.
5 of 5, so it's the last one. So I'm assuming, yeah, they
That
probably have it.
there's
Uh,
another one right there. That Marauders cover.
into new. Ooh, okay, yeah. So new Carnage. Okay, so that might be something that if you haven't picked up. I mean,
Right. They were hinting about the resurrection, I guess, of Cortland Cassidy. It would be possible at some point. Not sure if that's where they're going with the new Carnage, but yeah, there's probably going to be some new Carnage coming out there.
and usually, guys, I'm reading the chat. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but 90 saying he's saying, and I always like to hear what people are specking on and things like that. But 90 saying he's specking on number one really hard. A few first appearances no one has talked about. 90, which book are you talking about? I might have missed it. I'm sorry.
Might have to scroll up. There's actually one you got there right on your screen, real quick. That Marauders, number 12. So they just brought Kitty Pryde back in the last issue. I'm actually reading it. It's been pretty good series for the most part. That cover right there is awesome. And we were actually looking online earlier, and that's another one that's sold out a lot of places. I love that cover.
Oh, okay. He's talking about Silver Surfer Black number 1. Okay.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's so much that ties into everything that's going on, and it's all so interrelated in the Marvel universe right now. Sorry. Another one that's coming out this week is Star 5. It's really interesting because because of the ties. We'll get more into that when we get down to it or whatever. But
Ultraman. I mean, is anyone really messing around with Ultraman?
So the Ultraman, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people. There's a lot of covers for it. A lot of people might pick it up for the number 1 issue aspect. There's a lot of dope covers for it. I'm probably going to go with the Alex Ross.
Those usually go for some nice money.
What's that?
The action figure covers. These ones right here.
Yeah,
these ones.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a pretty decent one too. Yeah, I actually like the action figure cover. That's a really dope one. I might pick that up.
Wow.
I think I'm actually on for the Alex Ross cover.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's kaiju, so how can you not like Ultraman?
Yeah. And then, there's Riot. Yeah, so there's this one too.
There's a lot of variants for that, though.
Sky Youngs are always make me laugh, man. I don't know why.
Sky Youngs are great.
All right, so now we're getting down to Star number 5.
Yeah, Star number 5. Now that's an interesting one. So there are a few covers for that, and
I'm only seeing 2. How many are there?
Well, there's that one, and then I think there's the next one over there. That's the Anka Foreshadow variant, and I believe there's a retailer incentive cover somewhere.
I don't know why. I kind of like this one better.
Yeah, so the Anka Foreshadowing variant. This one's interesting because they're calling it the Foreshadow variant. So, like, what is it foreshadowing exactly? You got Black Cat there holding what could appear to be the Reality Stone, and it looks like Star is actually trapped inside of it. So, is that where they're going with that in the end? Who knows? But the interesting part is, there's rumors that they're building to a new Infinity Watch. You got Hector Batista has the Time Stone right now, and we know Star Ripley Orion has the Reality Stone. Maybe Black Cat's going to end up with the Reality Stone, but you'll get possibly a second player in that Infinity Watch. And then the other part is, even if that's not the direction that they go with it, and Star ends up just keeping the Reality Stone at the end, you've seen the image of Thanos coming with the stones in Mjolnir and the black gauntlet that he's got on. So that tells me at some point, if he ends up with those stones and Star has the Reality Stone, well, there's going to have to be some kind of confrontation between Star and Thanos at some point. So
Ultra's saying, and Ultra's one of those, when he speaks, I make sure my ears are clean. But he's saying Star is the Reality Stone.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like she somehow, I don't know, it was weird. I think she absorbed it or something like that. I actually don't think I was on Captain Marvel at the time whenever came out. I picked up the issue later, but
playing out. Definitely, yeah. Lost Kid. Scotty Young is a comic book artist. He usually does his covers. He makes the characters like young and cartoony, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Like when he first came out, it was crazy. There are some covers that are like really nice, and some that you're just like, eh. But that happens with everyone, every artist, and things like that. So
right.
The Gauntlet
definitely
is
all over the place.
Star he raised the dead with.
Yeah, I like that theory for the Gauntlet being the Necro sword.
Yeah, but I'm definitely. I hope this is the cover I put away, because I don't like the other one. And the only issue I say that because sometimes I'll call my shop and I'll be like, hey man, I want this one, and he'll be like, yeah, and then I go and he's like, oh, I thought you meant this one. So hopefully he put this one aside for me.
Right.
Because over like I don't know, I mean,
will your shop let you switch them out? I mean,
if he's got copies, yeah, but
I actually don't mind the A cover, because I'm a big fan of the Black Order. I like those guys are great, but
yeah.
the
black and white covers. I don't know. Keeping this one, like finding this one and say like a 9.8 or a very high grade is not going to be hard, but finding this one in a very high grade, right, to keep in your personal
collection, because of the black and black, like that.
Man, see, and I think that's what's in my head about them. Like I love black and white covers, but I think it's just the challenge of keeping them in really good condition. You know what I mean? Because it is a challenge. If you have a white cover or black cover, they're really hard, man. It's a challenge to keep those in pristine condition.
I mean, I'll be honest, I love getting a 9.8, but I'm one of those collectors that I'm actually okay. If I get a comic back and it's a 9.6 or even like possibly a 9.4 on a modern, I'm still okay with it. Now, anything lower than that, nah, I'm not into it for a modern, but
yeah, no.
I don't mind the 9.6s and stuff. Like it happens. I'm not gonna
get upset if I get a 9.6. Now this book right here, the second print was crazy.
Yeah, the second print was fire.
Dollar Bin.
This one again is actually it's a black and white copy of the second print, but again, it looks so dope. I'm picking it up. I mean, they're convincing me.
I know the second print was low print run as well, and that's why it was like heating up. I haven't looked on eBay or anything on how much they're going for, but I do remember because Dollar Bin was the one that told me to pick this one up, and my shop didn't have any. None of the shops around here had it, but yeah. So
we actually had some of our orders were canceled for it, so there was a big issue.
Really?
With that. Yeah, it came out at the same time as that Legends of the Dark Knight that was having issues with delivery on.
Bubba does sell.
Boba Fett definitely sells.
Yeah. I also question what Black Winter showed Thor, what his end is. Donnie could cock teasing. Yeah.
And as we know, he seems to have a history of doing that, apparently. But yeah, it's hard to say where he's going with everything. We'll get into the Venom stuff later, though, obviously. But
this one, I think a lot of people are probably going to pick up because this is a hot title just overall. Like Strange Academy, I mean, it's pretty hot. I know it's a third print, which is something that I don't know.
But again, it's another great cover right there. I mean, you get the entire staff on it. I mean, it's just a good cover. I got a couple copies coming for me and my girlfriend, obviously, just so we have them in our collection. It's just another great cover day.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will pick this one up.
I agree. I think these multiple printings are going to be heavier than it has been in the past because of the heat that's been coming on repeat printings. But at least we're getting some good covers out of it.
I ordered 4 third print. Yeah. I always joke when we get to like third print and stuff or fourth print because I'm like, oh man, I can't wait till like the 9th print. It's just sometimes it gets so out of hand.
It's funny because you may actually see some of these books get there, like because they just keep putting out these covers for it that actually sell, and people stay on it because they're staying on the repeat printings because you know that last one is going to be really low, and hopefully it has a great cover and it blows up.
Let's get into, yeah, I think it'll blow up. Let's get into another third print.
Another one.
Talking Thor. I mean, I don't mind this one.
So yeah, this one I got a copy of it coming just because I thought it was a good cover. But other than that, it's a reprint of a comic that's not really a key. So I think that's actually going to be one of the lower print repeat printings. I mean, it is a good cover, but it's just nothing great.
With the twist at the kid of the mouth. Within the first 3 issues, I ordered second and third. Yeah, I don't know. I like the blue and the red, the hammer and everything like that. The only thing that I'm like not really liking is just how his face and like just the hair, like these little pieces that go out. But I mean, you know, whatever. Right. There's Thor 1, Thor 3. This one's not bad.
Great.
That's
a great reprint.
Badass, to be honest with you. I don't mind that.
I know I got a couple copies that come. I'm a big fan of Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you mentioned.
That's an amazing cover right there. That was one I would definitely go. Mine's a 9.8, but
this one is dope, man.
Yeah, anything with Galactus, another one.
Yeah. Anything with Galactus, I'm so in on, man.
I'm so mad that he's dead right now.
Yeah, it's crazy, but this is dope, man. Jesus, I like that. And True Believers, a few people were buying True Believers last week, so a few other ones are coming out. Now we're probably getting into the point where we're talking about the big book. I think this book is probably going to be the book of the week.
This is going to be the book of the week from Marvel, the Web of Venom Race.
Did you order both, or did you just order one?
I'm actually not even sure how many we have of that. I think we have a couple copies of it coming, definitely.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you guys, I mean, I think this was going to be a very high printed run book.
It is. You're going to see a lot of them out there. The thing is, where is this story going, though? Because, Null is coming. I mean, that's the big tease on everything. But this story is supposed to be Null versus Wraith. So where do they go with Wraith after this story? Because there's going to be the end of Wraith?
I think there's going to be something, man. Like something shocking, or you know what I mean, like, or maybe something
right, because it's Donny Cates and how he works with his characters. Like I don't know, I can just see this totally being the end of Wraith. Like he just Null kills him at the end, and that's that. No more Wraith, and moving on with the story.
So this is cover A. Let's go to the variant. So this is the variant. They're kind of.
I like the cover A. I'm probably picking up each of them in the end.
Yeah, I've got both. But yeah, I kind of agree. I kind of like cover A better.
There's actually a dope store exclusive. I can't remember who did it, but it's Wraith on a motorcycle. It's kind of
I've seen that.
Not a Purple Rain homage, but it's very reminiscent of a Purple Rain homage, just with the coloring and the fact that he's on a motorcycle. There is. I'm actually not sure why they don't have that listed there. The incentive variants. That's weird that they don't even show them.
They also released the story interior a month ago.
About 5 pages, I think.
Yeah, I think Key Issue or somebody had mentioned something about that. What's going on, Raider Bear? They already have the second print on Preview World. Wow.
Yep, they do. It's already going into multiple printings. Just, I mean, and it's going to. If it does end up with the Death of Wraith, I don't see it going to a whole lot of multiple printings, but
Kid Collector's making breaking news right now. He is claiming Null is Wraith's brother. Well, if it's true, you heard it here first.
Right, exactly.
Become famous. I take 2% just because it was on my chat. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so there's a 1 in 50. The 1 in 50 is the one with the motorcycle. Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, okay, there is. That is the 1 in 50. Okay,
I didn't know that was going to be the 1 in 50.
Yeah, and it's a great cover. Yeah, but again, it's a 1 in 50. So if you find it anywhere, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, and with the thing with how things are going with that character with Donny Cates, I mean, you're already probably looking at $100, to be honest with you. I mean, I know you're not supposed to pay over like the ratio price, but that's probably $100, maybe $150 book right off the bat. So good luck.
But there's going to be a lot of them out there because again, you're going to see a
Yeah,
lot
the
of
print run. Yeah,
copies of this
absolutely.
issue. So
And then you got X Factor and X Force. I think there's a first appearance in this, is there not? In X, I mean, I haven't read X Force in forever.
well, I know
Um,
it looks like the X Force with the Cerebro sword is lead into the next X-Men event, the Ten of Swords or whatever that they're going with. Not sure if there's going to be a first appearance in it or not, but it definitely, I think it builds up more to that story. It doesn't directly say that it's a tie-in on the cover, so.
yeah, doesn't say too much. And then finally, we have X Factor. Number 3. I think somebody had said that maybe this was the first appearance or something. I don't know. Again, I
Well,
read
there
X
was a
Factor.
first appearance, I believe, in one of the recent issues of X Factor. I think it was the second issue. There was a first appearance.
Sorry, I'm getting like text from everybody here. I don't know why. I don't get text all day, and then I sit down and everybody texts
Right.
me.
Whenever you're trying to do the show, now everybody wants to text.
Yeah. All right, so let's go to Boom Studios here before we get onto our spec. Anything on your end that you're getting on Boom?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Something is killing the children. Number 10 is coming out this week.
Yeah, right
And
here. Seven Secrets #1.
yeah, the
Third print.
seven secrets third printing. I actually have not got the multiple printings of Seven
Seven
Secrets.
Secrets.
I got multiple copies of the first one. I got the regular copies, and then I got a couple of store exclusives that were great.
Okay, so my mistake
Yeah, X Factor number
earlier.
2 was the
It's X
first
Factor
one.
2, yeah. So I thought for whatever reason it was 3, but it was 2. Yeah, okay. Ultra saying I can't leak anything early because not confirmed. Raw report I'm working on, but I'm thinking I know Wraith and Null's species and Kid Collector is accurate. Are you dropping
Oh
that on
wow!
Null Show on Friday by any chance? I have to make an appearance because I missed last week. There was some confusion. It wasn't Friday, it was Saturday. Then I fell asleep. I missed work. So, yeah, I missed Drunken Chat. But Ultra usually, guys, if you
You
guys
missed
are
a great
new
show
to
too.
seeing Ultra's name, check him out. Check his Instagram. He does some stuff, really great stuff. He will come on Drunken Chat on Friday nights at midnight. I know it's a little bit late, but it is a party. It is a good time.
It's one of the best chats.
Crazy spec. And he's one of the good guys. He shares. There are a lot of people that don't share, don't want to help the community. This guy is willing. As Mel V says, he's one of the guys that wants everybody to eat.
Right.
Ultra lets you eat. So definitely check out Ultra. He knows his stuff. So
Ultra is dropping bombs on its Drunken Chat.
I think it was last week, right? Yeah, last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, last week. And I had to go to bed because I had
Some
to
of those
work.
Michael Toe variants that he was talking about were just amazing covers.
He's on the money, man. He's on the money. Exelon, yeah, that one a lot of people were talking about. Ultra, what's your IG? I have him, but I think it's just if you search Ultra Maximus.
Yep.
Yeah. When it comes to Instagram handles, I'm pretty bad with them. Usually they're the handle, but sometimes they're not.
I'm horrible with them.
Yeah, so am I. Seven Secrets.
Yeah, no, it was a great read. The first issue. I'm definitely on for the further issues from the series. I want to see where they're going with it. It's Tom Taylor. Anything that Tom Taylor writes, I pretty much just add it to my pull list because it's going to be a great story.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, is this coming in a poly bag?
I doubt that one is. I think they just did that with the spoiler, I believe.
Yeah, with the spoiler. Okay. I just thought, maybe they do it. Red Mother.
And it looks by all the covers that they're teasing that cool looking character with the mask or whatever. I think they it looks like they're kind of teasing that character to be some kind of a villain, and I don't think that's how it's going to end up.
Usually, if they do that, it's spot on or it's the next one, right? Like, I don't know. In my history of things, I'm always like, man, maybe that's it, and it's either totally wrong where I'm like turned off to get the next issue, and then I miss out because it's the next issue.
It's a dope character design. Like I said, it looks like it's going to be a good series. I'm definitely down.
Here is the IG for Ultra right there.
Yeah, he's got the 1 in there. Make sure you hit the 1 instead of the L.
Yeah, it's 1, guys. You know, when you start putting numbers in your names, you're hip, you're cool, you're old
And you
school.
and
What
unfortunately,
movie is that from? Did I just make that up? You know, you're hip, you're cool, and you're old school. I don't know what that's from, but I might have to trademark it.
you might have to get some royalties on that too.
Hey, Universe, what's going on? Thanks for joining. Yo, guys, what's up? Just sub to the channel. Came across on it with the Venom spec the other day. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that was crazy. But thanks for tuning into that, tuning into this. Totally appreciate it. Yeah, so we're just going through our new comic book day, things that are coming out on Wednesday, and then usually we finish off with a little bit of spec.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my end, it's going to be very low, but I think Phace has a few things that he wants to get out there, so we'll see. But there are a lot of guys in here that usually do have a lot of good spec. Ultra is one of them. 1-2 Talk is another one. So there are a lot of great guys in here who do a lot of great work with spec and things like that. So definitely check them out as well.
Yeah, we get a lot of amazing guys that come in here to check us out,
yeah.
and absolutely check them out because their spec usually is so on point.
So Mountain Peak here. Mountain Peak, I apologize too. I got to get you. I got to get you on the show. We'll talk. Just with this new move and the new house, I've just been super busy, man. So I apologize, but I will bring you on. He's asking, what about from Image?
Is that coming out this week? I thought that was in a couple weeks.
I think I might have skipped Image. No, I didn't skip Image.
No, we did Image because that was the very first one, the Ice Cream Man. Yeah. So you can it should be all the way up at the top.
Yeah, right here.
They got it coming out.
I don't see it. No.
Yeah, I think that's either the 16th or the 23rd. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I think it's the 16th because I remember seeing that on my list actually.
But yeah, that's another one that looks like it's going to be a great series, The Department of Truth.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for New Comic Book Day. We're gonna shift gears here. You know, if anyone has anything that they want to add, by all means. You know, it's a great community. So now we're gonna get into the speculation side of things. Phace, the floor is yours, brother, because you have more spec than me. I think I'm like tapped out for today or for the week. So before you start, sorry,
we got some things going on.
Sorry, Key Collector. Drunken Chat is Fridays at 12:30 midnight, like nighttime. Drunken Chat, you know, we have a few drinks, we have a few laughs, we talk comics.
And it usually goes on for several hours.
Yeah. The one thing I will say,
that's great.
Or the two things I will say is, A, it's a hell of a time. It's really good. It's really fun. 2, a lot of great guys. Actually, there's a few things I want to say about it. 2, a lot of good guys on there. And 3, Mel is probably one of the most generous dudes. Like, they give out books like crazy, big books. So definitely check out Drunken Chat. Yeah, he's a good guy. You got Lucas in there, Ultra. Who else do they got? They sometimes have Nico in Newbie Comics. Yeah, sometimes Bird City. So there's a lot of people that go through there. So definitely check those guys out. 1-2 is saying Department of Truth.
Oh, is it 30th? Okay, yeah.
30th, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a dope series.
It's Mel V's, but it's called Drunken Chat.
Mighty Mel V.
Yeah, Mighty Mel V. Yeah. I'll send you the link on Instagram. If you can't find it, just contact me and I'll connect you. All right, Phace Time. The floor is yours for spec.
All right, so for spec this week, we got some things going on. There's a lot of heavy spec going on Silk this week, it looks like, because of some recent announcements that have been coming out and some thoughts that she's been getting a series or a movie. So, you know, obviously Amazing Spider-Man #4, the first Silk, that's obviously a book that everybody wants to get their hands on because it's the first Silk and it's a couple $100. Now, some other ones that you can look into would be the Amazing Spider-Man #1. They gave that the first cameo of Cindy Moon. I think it was something stupid, like it shows like her ankle or like her in the shadow or something. I don't remember what it was, but it was some kind of weird. It definitely, the word cameo seems like it applies to it. But there's been some movement on that book, and obviously Silk 1, the 2015 series, from Robbie Thompson and Dave Johnson, was her first solo series. You know, the number one obviously is a good pickup for any of the Silk spec that's going on right now. If you can get your hands on it, it's, you know, a solid buy. Um, the first Silk, Amazing Spider-Man #4, is just getting to that price range where it's pretty high for a lot of collectors. So yeah, he's absolutely right. Drunken Chat definitely goes on 4 to 5 hours, sometimes
Yeah,
longer.
if you work the next day very early, Drunken Chat is not for you. I know from experience because I've had to work at like 6, 7 in the morning, and I've been on there till like 4 or 5. But like I said, if you got nothing going on Saturday, you want to hang out with some cool guys, get some spec, possibly win some books. I mean, Phace Time. How many books have you won from LV?
Well, I won one actually from Melv, and actually there was a book that I was looking for. I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. The 104 Retailer Incentive. One of the shows, Melv, actually, I was at work when it happened, and he put out a link that he had found several copies of it for a reasonable price. And he put it out there in the chat for everybody to go get them. I missed it, and Mel actually had an extra copy. He was generous
Yeah.
enough to send me. It's the book is like, I think it's like going for a ridiculous amount right now too.
Yeah, and the other thing too about Drunken Chat, if you follow him on Instagram, any book he talks about, he puts up. Like he doesn't
Right,
joke around.
exactly. Like
He's not a pump and dump guy.
he
Like
puts
he
everything behind it.
puts his money where his mouth is. So, but definitely check it out. I mean, it's for joining the community. You know, hearing some good stuff. Mel Ultra's there all the time. Lucas, like you have a lot of really good guys, especially if you're just getting into the hobby or want to get into you know, knowing what's hot, what to look out for. These are great guys to be there. And Mel's one hell of a dude, man. He's hilarious. I'm always laughing. So
And
definitely check
Ultra's
him out.
research is so in depth and on point whenever he does it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. These guys do their work. So Louis saying her hand was bitten by the same spider as Peter. 1-2 is
Yeah,
saying
exactly.
her get bit on the ankle. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was her ankle that she got bit on, but yeah, it was the same spider that Peter got bit by. You know, obviously how she got her powers. And
Silk 1 in 25 variant is already. Yeah.
oh yeah, any of the ratio variants are already
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Silk is going to be
a couple $100 usually.
Yeah, Silk is going to be the next thing, man. I was hoping it was Spider Gwen or Gwenum.
Well, Spider Gwen's already. I mean, she's
Yeah,
already.
no, I meant Gwenum. I meant Gwenum. That's where I was going. Just because you know.
Well,
I'm
Gwenum's definitely going to be hot too as Spider Gwen gets hotter. So.
Yeah. So we'll see, guys. But yeah, like I said, I mean, you know, it is what it is.
And Miss Marvel, they talked about Miss Marvel this week on It's Drunken Chat. She's another big one that's going to get big. Any of the newer characters that Marvel seems to be pushing for series, you know, they're worth looking into and doing some research on them, finding dope covers, finding their early appearances and everything like that. If you can, finding those keys, because you know they're characters that Marvel's going to use, so you'll see some action on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And if you guys can find Amazing Spider-Man 1 from 2014, the first Cindy Moon.
Yeah, it's really it defines the word cameo, but it is a cameo, so it is one that's probably worth picking up.
And they are cheap.
And it's not going too ridiculous, right?
No, I think I found them in like dollar bins for like $3 to $5. But the thing is, when these characters do hit, this is where you want to take advantage is right now before they hit. Okay, that's the important thing before they hit. When a character is already out, you don't want to pick it up unless that's like a character you want to have. You want to have the trophy. You want to put it up. But right now is when you want to pick it up. I always say get the cameo, get the definition of a cameo, get the first appearance. I'm not big on second appearance. I think that's kind of dying out. Now,
second appearances, it just depends. Like for some of the, I mean, it's one of those things where like if you're getting a second appearance of the older characters, because those books are so old now, they have a lot more value. So if you get those second appearances now when they are lower priced, but the thing about them is you'll have to sit on them for a period of time before they start to really gain anything substantial in value. And Ultra Maximus was running it down on It's Drunken Chat's on like the profit that you want to look at if you're flipping books, like he was saying, is if you're selling a $4 cover price book that you got, you generally want to be hitting about $20 with it at least to validate all the time and the effort that you're putting into it. for the second appearances and stuff, you just have to sit on those books for a longer period of time. So if you can do that, if that's your intent is to try and sell them rather than to just add them to your collection or whatever, you just know that that's probably the way it'll go. Is you'll have to sit on it a while.
And that's the thing, right? I mean, I think a lot of people, like I know a few people who get into this, and they always ask me, they're like, hey man, what comic can I get and make money off? So when someone says, what book can I get to make money off? I tell them, hey, buy this one. You'll probably make your money back. Okay. At least. But then the same person will call me like 3 days later and be like, all right, man. So like, when can I make that money? I'm like, what do you mean, man? Like you have to hold on. Like,
yeah, you got to wait for things to happen, storylines to play out.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
There is a lot of new collectors getting into it that have that impatience, but that's just one of the things of new collectors. You learn over time that some of these things take a while. They're not going to be instantaneous.
Yeah. Kid collector. If I had to choose between one of those two, I'd probably pick Iron Man 1 because Tales of Suspense 40. There's nothing really there. Robbed. Yeah, I think you mean 39. 39 is the first appearance of Iron Man in Origin. Yeah, that's like my dream book.
Didn't you say you'd sell your house for that or something?
Yeah. I remember I told my girlfriend that's what I wanted as like a wedding gift or whatever, and she's like, "Well, how much is it?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's probably like 30 grand." She's like, "Okay."
Yeah, I don't see you getting that as a wedding gift.
No,
nice try,
I don't think so at all.
Nice try.
So.
All right. Well, so the next one that we got to talk about, obviously, and actually, we're going to violate on the next two that we're going to talk about. We're going to violate everything that you just talked about, and we're going to talk about books that actually are already heating up, just because they have to be mentioned with recent events. We put the moratorium on for talking about the Black Panther spec for a while. So right now we're just going to mention that everything Shuri is heating up. There's a lot of speculation that she's going to take over as Black Panther in the Marvel Universe. So for good reason, you're seeing those books heat up. And they're quality books to get anyway. She's a dope character, and there should be more attention on her. It just sucks that it's this event that's brought that attention to her. You know what I mean? But again, it is a dope character. So obviously, Black Panther 2 in 2005. That's the first Shuri. That's one that you would obviously want to get. A couple other ones are Black Panther 1 and 5 from the 2009 series. Number 1 was the first cover, which is just dope. It's a great cover by J. Scott Campbell. And number 5 is her first actual appearance as Black Panther. Those books are already heating up because of everything that's going on. And we didn't really want to talk about them last week because it's unfortunate that his death is being used by some people as a tool to make money. So,
damn, yeah, that is. I'm sorry to hear that, Ultra.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that when they list books, they don't know the difference between near mint and fine.
Just a tip: if you're selling books, in the definition, if you don't know the grade, take as many pictures as you can of the book.
Exactly.
And don't put, in my opinion, it is this, because there are people who do this for a living. There are people who will, look at the listing and take your word for it. So if you don't know, do us a favor. Don't put a grade, and take as many pictures as you can. That way, people who are buying can make their own judgment, because
there's people that I've seen that they'll take one picture of their book and you don't even get the whole picture, the whole book in the picture.
Yeah.
And if I see that, I won't even consider it. Like, I don't even look at it. Now if I go there and I see that you've got like 10 pictures and I'm sliding through it and I see the whole cover of the book and then I see a close up of the spine and a close up of the corners and everything, yeah, I'm definitely interested in taking a look at those, because I can see the complete book and tell how what the condition is.
Yeah.
So absolutely, the more pictures that you get, take close-ups of the corners, the spine, everything like that.
Some dude lost it on me. I think it was like a week ago, because I was buying a book, looking to buy a book on eBay. So he had just the one picture, and it was the front. And I said, "Man, do you mind if I get a picture of like the side, like of the spine?" And he lost it. He's like, what do you
Wow.
mean, man? Like, it's near mint and da 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 da. And like, he tried to flip it as if like I was buying it for the wrong reasons. And I'm like, what? And like, spoiler, guys, it was an
Yeah,
Iron
that's
Man
kind of
book.
weird. I wonder if he just didn't want to take pictures of the spine because maybe there was some color break
Oh,
there or something.
100%. 100, and just like Ultra, the guy was like, oh, yeah, it's like a 9.2, 9.4. And I'm like, how the hell is it going to be like, show me this. Like, what are you afraid of? You know what I
Right,
mean? Like, I don't
exactly.
know. I just always, I'm nervous when
Yeah,
people
there are
something
people out there that
crazy.
will buy the books, just based off of like one picture or something like that. I personally am just not one that will do it.
So I bought a press and am less stressed. Ooh, it rhymes. So
Oh, nice.
you know it's
So
true.
is Ultra Maximus starting a pressing business? Is that what we got going on here? Are we breaking that news?
If he does, you can use promo code newbie comics. You get 0% off. Okay, 0% off.
Make sure you use it every time.
I tell that to people all the time, man, all the time.
All right. And
Yeah,
now,
the thing I wanted to add about that Surrey stuff, though, FaceTime
oh
is,
yeah,
you know, I know the unfortunate events. Obviously, we all do, and the book is going up. But that book was already not crazy price, but like it was getting up there too. You know what I mean? Like it
oh
was rising in
definitely.
price, right? So
Yeah, the casting and the Letitia Wright playing her in the Marvel universe has been great for that character. She's a great actress to portray her too. And again, like it's a dope character. It's been going up in price solidly, consistently since it's come out. It obviously the recent events have made it really pick up steam.
yeah,
And
like
if you can
anything,
get your hands
right?
on it now before it gets too outlandish, that's the hope that you want to get to.
Yeah, it's just like switching into sports. When Kobe passed away,
Exactly.
it's crazy, right? I mean, his shoe goes for $300, and then
Yeah.
like 5 minutes with reporting that he passed away, the shoe's like $1,000. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
crazy.
crazy doing it because a lot of like a
Code
lot of people
media, they sent my bill
tend
to
to use it to
Canada. Oh yeah, it's probably like 6 to 8 month shipping though, dude. So
yeah, the shipping on that is ridiculous.
all right. So the Surrey book, you made the Silk one. Anything
And
else you
now
want
we
to
got to talk about the big one, the
add? Big
big
one.
one of the week. I heard that there was some reports out there about some news with Venom and what's going on there.
I
Do you know
haven't
anything
heard
about
it.
that?
What happened? What happened? I don't know.
Somebody broke some news about what's going on with Virus and Codex and who they are. I don't know where that came from,
That's
but
crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god.
yeah.
Okay.
So
What'd you hear?
obviously, there's a couple books that you want to look at based off of that news. The Marvel Knights Spider-Man number 10. It's the first appearance of Matt Gargan as Venom. Seems to be picking up a little bit of steam because of the reveal that Virus is in fact Matt Gargan, Scorpion. Uh, as far as the Virus spec goes, you know, it does kind of kill off any of the Virus spec. As far as it's just one of those things. Like the value on those books, I don't know. It's so weird because it's has this ever happened with a character before? We've seen like what I mean, be one character change into another character for a short period of time and then go back to being that same character with like new powers and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe there's just value there in the storyline itself, and hopefully that's the case. But
So
yeah,
if you guys don't know what FaceTime is talking about, if you guys didn't tune in, if you guys didn't see the video, I hope you guys did. It's a really nice video. People have their opinions, just like anything. If you pay, I always say, my dad always said, actually, I think it was when we were younger, because I didn't pay taxes when I was younger, so I didn't have an opinion. But my father would always say, you know, you're more than welcome to have an opinion as long as you pay your taxes. I'm old enough to pay taxes, so I have an opinion. So I put out a video, you know, that we found out, and I had some proof that I showed that Virus was Mac Gargan, who was
right,
from
correct.
Scorpion, and that the last panel you had Null saying that Codex or Dylan is Codex. So I revealed that. So Kid Collector, I kind of beat you to that. because you just said that it is your theory. But yeah, a lot of people have been messaging me saying, so what happens now with the virus spec? Where does that leave me with my virus books? I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's tough to say because there's definitely heavy interest on the storyline, and the thing is, as far as the virus spec goes, or the spec with that goes, you know, okay, maybe right, the virus spec is dead, but now you have a new character or not a new character, but a character with new powers or whatever in Scorpion, and he may be more of an interesting villain for Venom overall. So does the attention from the Free Comic Book Day and Venom 26, does that now shift to what's probably going to be an insanely hot book in Venom 28?
Yeah,
Yeah, Codex is an alternate universe Dylan.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was part of the
absolutely.
reveal that Newbie went on. They revealed that he is whatever reality they're in now. Codex is that reality's Dylan.
Yeah. And I'm sure we'll find out just before, like stories and null comes. I think it'll all be connected.
Right.
But yeah, the one question I've been getting a lot of comments that I've been getting my way is, what happens with my virus stuff? What happens with my virus books? It's up
Well,
to
the
you.
thing with your virus books
I
is
don't
you
know.
just have to wait kind of and see how it all plays out, I
Yeah,
guess, on them. I don't know. Well, I mean, if you can offload them now, I guess maybe that's what some people want to do. Yeah, exactly. I'm with Universe X. I'm
yeah,
keeping mine personally. I'm keeping it. It's a great storyline so far. I know he's done some stuff in his writing with making it Scorpion that has kind of pissed off speculators and whatnot, or however
yeah,
that goes. But it is what it is. And it's an interesting storyline. It's definitely got twists and turns, and it's keeping you interested.
yeah.
Uh,
The two
but
books that
speaking of the sect though, Venom 28 is one that you definitely want to put on your pull list. Like that order or that book is going to be incredibly hot now, especially like with the reveal that you put out there. I think people are going to actually want it more now, knowing that that's coming in that issue.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I've ruined, if anything, is just the print run. I mean, if you watch the video and you order it, I mean, I might have just messed up the print run. But again, guys, let's be
Yeah,
real.
you
Venom
made it harder for people
28,
to find.
yeah, but the issue wasn't going to be low print run to begin with because
Right. It was going to sell out no matter what.
exactly, right? So like realistically, I didn't do anything. You can't win them all. It is what it is.
Well, you did nothing as far as sales of the
Yeah,
book goes itself or
no,
anything like that. It was going to
and
sell out regardless because of the storyline.
yeah,
Uh, but you just put the information out there earlier so people know not to go too crazy on, I guess, getting those back issues of Venom when all of those exclusive covers, or not, I'm sorry, not Venom, Virus, and those exclusive covers that were out there.
what do you think about this? What do you think about this?
I think that's a solid theory. I do think that there could be a return of that suit with somebody else in it. You never know. I mean, why not use it?
And with Donny
It's
Cates, I
something that
think that it's
happened.
possible that the character does, you know what I mean? Like something like that
Right.
could happen because it's Donny Cates. Like I don't know, he's unpredictable. He is predictable, but he's not predictable. Like if that
Right,
makes any
right.
sense.
It's all over the place with his writing, and absolutely, you could see somebody pick up that scrap armor and pumpkin bombs and just become a new version of Virus. Uh, it it could be a storyline that they play out in the future. Who knows? I think the thing is though, for me, the Virus aspect when it was coming out, like it didn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm like, okay, you got this guy on a glider with some War Machine armor or Iron Man armor, throwing pumpkin bombs. And I'm supposed to believe that he's a threat to Venom, who's now supposed to be going up against like literal gods. I mean, no, I wasn't buying it to begin with. And Virus, when he came in, he kind of got bitch slapped by Venom at first, and then he got bitch slapped again whenever they went into the other universe. So he didn't really do anything impressive other than have a cool splash page or two. So they changed him over. They got this symbiote powered Scorpion now, who could be a lot more of a legitimate threat.
So Universe X is saying, get your Venom 7 and 9, brother.
Absolutely, everything with
Ultra
Dylan
beat me to it though. Ultra beat me to it, but
yeah, anything with Dylan is incredibly hot. So
before and I'm not, guys. I'm not one for I'm not trying to get famous off spec or anything like that. I just like sharing information, helping people out. That's all it was. Hence the name newbie. I want to help new collectors and things like that understand the community and the industry a little bit better. But
Yeah, and
I,
I think that's the thing. Like,
but
for
where I
for,
was
for
going
putting
is
it
like
out there, because
the book
as
before
collect
was like 115 bucks right before like I had said that stuff, and then after, like if you go look now, I mean the prices are a little heavy on it, and like Ultra said, they're pretty much all gone realistically. Like
yeah, and absolutely. Then like we were saying, Dylan was already hot before all of this, so will it increase how hot he is? Sure, but it was already there.
um,
People were already looking for those back
Romeo
issues.
Romeo's saying Unknown Comics has a bundle of with Venom 7 in it, so that's good. I mean, this is perfect. Like if you guys have different outlets and different sites you guys use and you guys put it and you guys help each other out, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Throw it up in
Personally,
chat.
personally, my favorite cover between 7 and 9 is 7. I love 7. The thing is, I think 9 is the one you really want to have. Like I think 9 is the money book. Um,
Right.
if you are looking at in that sense of like getting the flip or the investment side down the road, I think 9 is the money book.
Yeah, and again, they're already very hot. So
Yeah. The other two books I would add if you are with the whole Venom thing, because I'm sure we're not done connecting the dots, is I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anybody. I just think that you can still find these books very affordable. But it would be Amazing Spider-Man 375 and Venom 2099 #1. I think those are two Venom books that if you can find them, especially cheap, I would get them.
yeah, they're both solid. They've got interesting characters that are related to Venom that could potentially show up. There was reports at the beginning of everything that started off with Venom that the new Venom 2099, Aaliyah Bell, was going to somehow show up. That hasn't happened yet. Is it something that could possibly happen in the future? Maybe. Who knows?
But you can say that about anything,
But
right? I
it's a
mean,
good character. Yeah, it's a good character to
yeah,
spec on, because Donny Cates could bring her in, and you can get those books cheap.
yeah. Kid Collector, I don't know. This is just my personal opinion. I not anytime soon.
I think it'll be a few years before you see him on the
Yeah,
big screen for sure.
not anytime soon. But you never know. I don't expect him to be in Venom 2
No,
or anything like that. But I mean, imagine if we go to see Venom 2 and like just somewhere, there's like a kid and they say Dylan, like, oh my God, that book would fly.
even more so.
Oh
Even
my
more
God,
so than it
yeah.
is now.
Jesus.
You would see so many issues of it go up on eBay, and it would just
Yeah.
go so fast. The price on it would just go skyrocket.
If you're looking for any children or babies to spec on, it's Fantastic Four Annual #6. It's a pricey book, but you got 2 first appearances there, a big event, and yeah, if it hits, it's probably going to triple. So
Yeah, and Franklin Richards is definitely one that they're going to want to bring into.
yeah, oh yeah. And if they don't do that, you have a nihilist. So I mean, it's double, right? But I think
Right.
Franklin Richards is going to be something huge. So yeah, I lucked out, man. I got a 5.5 graded in that book, so for very cheap. So
Nice.
yeah, so fingers crossed on that one. I saw I didn't tell my girlfriend how much that one cost. So
Well, why don't you just go ahead and put it out there on YouTube for
yeah,
everybody?
yeah. So all right. So yeah, is that you got anything else for us, FaceTime or what?
I think that's pretty much what I got for this week.
All right, cool. Well, guys, that's it for us. We're going on an hour and 15. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to check us out tomorrow with 2 of our other guests for Comic Talk. I think we're going on a little bit later. Usually we go on around 7. I think we're going around like 8:30, somewhere around there. So just be on the lookout for that. And yeah, guys, thank you. I put FaceTime's YouTube channel up, the link. Go check him out. If not,
Yeah, definitely hit that likes button, hit that subscribe button, and leave some comments. Leave some comments and let us know what you guys want to talk about,
yeah.
or what you're interested in, and we'll absolutely address it anytime that we're
Yeah,
on.
I really like doing these guys. They've become really popular, and there's a lot of good feedback with it. I know I've helped a lot of new people or people that didn't know that certain comic books were coming out. So this Monday segment of New Comic Book Day and speculation, we're going to try to do as much as possible. We do try to get as much speculation as possible, but sometimes it is harder with, COVID kind of taking its course and people going back to work and school and things like that. So,
Yeah, for sure.
thank you for joining us, guys. And yeah, like I said, hopefully I see you guys tomorrow on Comic Talk. And yeah, guys, thanks for joining.
See you then.
See you guys.